Okay, time to get back to story stuff. I was going to continue yesterday, but I ended up falling asleep. We're waiting for other stuff to happen. So let's go get a clock. Start that timer already. I can wait until I actually get into the game. Yesterday I also had some issues with the internet. There's something not working on the PS5. I think it might have had to do something with it being on for a long while. When I reset it, it did start working again. It will probably still. Oh, actually, no, it's already 2 a.m., so it's probably not going to be too bad for uploading stuff. So that shouldn't be too big an issue. I'm also over here because of I was doing stuff. Need stuff for that reminds me. I never actually checked this afterwards because I went immediately to doing event stuff. Let me check. Wrong button. Oh, hold on. I might be able to craft enough. Well, maybe not 10, but like. So I need to sort of, yeah, 3, 5, 8, 15. I just remember that. Three, 5. Wait. Oh no, 3. Yeah, that's right. And then I need to keep at least 15, so I'll just do that. That gets me up to 5, so I'm actually pretty close to being done and that stuff, actually. I should be saying this is just the stuff that this is the stuff that takes the longest because you only get like a 1 per thing. I think you get like 2, but it's still not enough for maxing it out. Which really sucks. Okay. So going back in here, resonance. Probably basic attack is the stuff I want to do a lot. I do the resonance skill, but only like sometimes. I'm realizing. Now that I actually fully understand how our kit works, I think I'll go for 2 of these. Actually, you. Actually, do you take one of these? Ooh, yeah, I think I'm going to upgrade this instead. It's going to the attack. And then I'll just put a bunch into this. That's where most of the stuff I needed to go and is going to go anyways. There we go. So yeah, now she's pretty well built. Her echoes could need some work, but I'm not going to bother sitting here for like 3 hours just cycling through echoes trying to get something better. Doesn't matter all that much to me. I mostly just care about her stack generation. So that she can be used on with Zani. Because it should just be like, how many do you need for her, actually? Yeah, 60. So it's a pretty hard number to actually hit 60. Wait, where's the helical ember used up? Oh, Eternal Radiant Sonata effect. I forget where exactly that is. I don't know, this is really long. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here that I don't fully know, but I do know, do a lot of stack. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just do a shit ton of stacks, and then I think her ability lasts, or like you can do much more with her ability in a shorter period of time. I can start the timer now. It's been 5 minutes. Should be fine. Okay, let's get back to this. Okay. Annoyingly, I can't do custom thumbnails anymore, which really sucks. Because they decided to take away my advanced features, which is really dumb. But that and pinning comments are advanced features. It doesn't make any sense. And they randomly took it away. Huh.
The clash of battles long past is proof of my unyielding will. Travelers who have braved the path, press onward. Step into the dark, where forsaken truths and forgotten words slumber.
This is a Sonoro! Ah, the muddled smell makes sense now.
A gladiator who fought the dark tide in Town to his last breath. This frequency still lingers to carry on the fight. Thank you for showing us the way ahead.
Ah, Augustus here now.
Over here.
Is this a Sonoro?
All right, time for Abby's rundown. And I followed its scent right. Well, kinda. It's not the exact same scent, it's just really close.
Right. The frequencies the Black Shores detected in both Town and from the Sovereign are unusually complex. To track the Sovereign, we'll need to help by isolating a pure dark tide frequency. I wasn't sure where to start, but Abby's been a big help.
Don't mention it.
I assume this is your Echo friend, who saved us in the Asphodel Barrens. You have my gratitude.
No biggie.
Abby could just eat shit, and it's awesome.
The level of power it showed is indeed questionable for an Echo. No need for explanations between allies.
To be fair, we have no fucking idea about this thing. Not even Abby
Did you
knows.
hear that? Through me walk the path of glorious ascension. Through me enter the city of eternal bliss. Yet all who enter must first forsake all hope? Sounds like a song. Those lyrics are pretty intense, though.
Sonoro, what do you want to show us? Let's enter it.
Sure. Got nothing better to do, to be honest. Also, it was not just the garbage can that y'all, or like that Mark had left on the floor in there. It was all of the like dishwasher pods that were just. There was a dishwasher pod thing inside of the mop bucket. It wasn't just the can that you dropped in there. Oh. Oh, interesting. So this is like the old Town.
Are we still in Town? No. There are small differences.
This is Town, only from the past. It was once called Fabiano, the town of gladiators, visited by Fabius, the hero of heroes. But the dark tide claimed it in the end, leaving behind a scar Septimont will never forget.
Augusta, look over there. Are those lingering frequencies from the past?
Let's follow them.
Where yesterday awaits. Ever since I realized I can just like mass grab stuff, it's been much easier. Now that I realize that there's a dedicated claim button like in that menu, so you can't claim all of them. Also makes it easier to see how much you get in total.
See you by the Oak Hollow today. You promised we'd go explore Main's Deep together. Sorry.
Okay, so that is... Okay, that is one of two things. That is either based on the hairstyle you know, or based on the fact that this is Town, it is Augusta.
Hurt, and Uncle Philo shot on help at the shop, so I... Alright, but isn't it odd how people always come asking you for help? I don't know. Well, I guess it is
Well, it's not
high
a.
season.
I can't hear it super well, but it's not a. It's not a Scottish accent like. I'm pretty sure it's a Scottish accent, not like Augusta has. It might be Iuno.
If only we could find our way to Main Steep. Maybe we'd hear the hero of heroes whispers and gain a mighty resonance, just like in Grandma Rosa's stories. If I were strong enough to join the hunt, maybe my and Pa wouldn't have to work themselves to the bone. You're strong to me, Angel. Sometimes I wish I could be as strong as you. I don't think I've ever had your gifts. Father always said, you swing
Okay, so this is probably Augusta then. I can't hear the voice super well, so it's hard for me to tell.
average at best. Average? I don't believe that for a second. Your cousin mark's there, right? Hey, why are you hesitating? I'm going to Uncle Philo. This is obviously from his porch burning you. It's not his fault. I was just being careless. I asked to borrow some of his old rusty swords, and if I worked fast enough, he'd let me. Grandma Rosa said, you need 2 lives to reach Main Steep. We don't have our swords yet. We're missing a life, so I thought if I could get us some... not this again. You really can be a handful sometimes.
Yes, 16 years ago. Right before the dark tide hit.
Huh? There's that floating thing again!
I think it's trying to lead the way for us this time. We should follow it. It's hovering by those phantoms.
Got this in here.
There you are. Here, take some of these candies. Hey, do you think what Grandma Rosa said about Main Steep is like if I really had the hero of heroes whisper in Ocolo? Do you think I could ask them to fix my brother's leg? With the resonance ability that powerful, maybe he could get better. The grown-ups keep saying how awful this dark tide will be. And my brother's leg, it won't heal. In that case, why not try your luck in Oak Hollow? You can take my sword. Just make sure to bring it back to Uncle Philo later. But aren't you coming too? You can't reach Main Steep without your sword. It's okay. I'll wait till next time. I'll find a way to get more swords, so everyone can have one.
That little girl. Does her voice sound familiar to you?
Yeah, the echoes are making it hard for me to tell.
I feel like I've heard it somewhere before.
Yeah, it's definitely Augusta, I think.
We've got no other leads for now.
More phantoms of the past.
Oh, look over there! I see it!
You are there! Oh, you wouldn't believe it.
It's cutting out over that floating thing. Something's messing with it, but I can't see what. Feels like...
Another waystone. It led us into the Sonora.
You're saying we should use it to leave the Sonaro and...
Could be.
Can't believe we actually made it out. More hollow figures. Really was them.
Don't worry. Leave them to me.
This should work.
Okay, I remember that you can break those.
Let's head back to the Sonora.
I don't think Augusta has like a super wide range attack that I can use to have destroyed all of them at once.
Seems like our little flutterbug has finally calmed down. Huh. Let's go look at the phantoms over there.
Oh, I wish you were there, Angel. Oh, you wouldn't believe what happened. I only ran a few laps with Edric, and guess what? He got so dizzy, he tripped over his own feet and... Hold still. I'm trying to get the salve on. Look at you. Black and blue and still grinning like a goat. All right, out with it. What do you do to that thick-skulled Enric this time, huh? You're hurt pretty bad. Guess that means no Oak Hollow then. Not that it matters. He was picking on the little ones. I couldn't just stand there and watch. So I told him, learn how to kneel before asking others to. Couldn't beat him, but still threw down. By the way, I heard things aren't going too well at the Hunter's Den. Ma and Pa haven't come home in days, and the whole town is holding its breath. We ought to return those swords to Uncle Hero too. Anyway, it's okay. We'll go after the high tide passes. Really? What if the whispers are real? And the great resonance ability too? Maybe that's how we end up heroes of heroes. A hero of heroes. That's still... it is. I think everyone in the village wants that. The priestesses say that once you become a hero of heroes, even the dark tide won't scare you. Makes sense. Not just any hero, but the hero of heroes. But maybe it also means making people smile. If the dark tide disappeared, everyone would be happy, right? That sounds too easy to be true. But if that's all it takes, you've done it already, Augusta. But
Yeah, it is.
skip Enric. Making a louse like him grin shouldn't count.
Augusta. That's me. I guess there's no denying it now. I thought I might keep my foolishness as a child from you.
Yeah, I don't hear the angle of the accent. What's the angle? I don't hear the accent, at least from here. I can hear it in Augusta's voice, but I can't hear it in the past her voice. It might be that there's just not an accent in the voice in this particular voice clip, but it also could just be the echo plus the sounds playing around me.
So Murmur's Town, I mean, Fabiano, is your hometown?
Yes. It's been a long time. I never imagined I'd see my past like this.
I'm curious.
About Main's Deep and the Oak Hollow?
Yeah.
The name Fabiano once stood for glory. As Septimon's front line against the Dark Tide, it held the honor of receiving legends, like Fabius, Attilius, and Valeria. Perhaps that's why Hero of Heroes' tales always lingered here. The most popular one was the tale of a great journey to Main's Deep, the ruins of an ancient civilization. It was said that if you brought 2 lives, yourself and your sword, you'd be granted entry. And within, you'd hear the unceasing whispers of the legendary heroes. Whispers, they say, capable of awakening resonance ability, as mighty as the hero's own. As for the
Whisper she's been hearing.
said to lead to Main's Deep, just children's tales. No one ever knew if it was real. But Fabiano never found its hero of heroes. Ever since then, the name was lost, replaced by Murmur's Tongue. A scar that Septimont refuses to face. The whole town held out until the very end. Yet no aid ever came from the city of Septimont. Later, I heard from the senior gladiators that on the very morning Fabianum fell, most of the Senate lords were still sound asleep in their warm beds. It wasn't the dark tide that doomed my hometown, but those in power who were blinded by greed and failed to act. Forgive me. I let my emotions get the better of me. I see. Then perhaps I should spend more time with you, like you once did. Anyway, why did the Sonoro reveal all this to us?
Maybe it's helping us find that, pure dark tide frequency? The scent does feel clearer now. Less muddled.
Or maybe it meant to show us something more.
A soul who endured the dark tide's corruption and still fights to speak the truth. His spirit deserves to be remembered. I will go to witness that truth with my own eyes.
Those phantoms up ahead. Looks like they've lost control.
What? Am I supposed to be clicking on here? Oh.
Angel? Stay with me. Get up. Go.
Huh? It stopped again!
I remember being trapped inside with Angel, surrounded by tacit discords. If it hadn't been for a brave gladiator stepping in and fighting them off with his life, perhaps we recreate what happened back then to stir the phantoms. We defeat the tacit discords, just as that gladiator did.
But they're just phantoms.
Again, we'll fight them outside the Sonoro.
Right.
Honor cannot be son.
Yeah, I can't move while inside of here. I can't move in this cutscene. I can't move when I'm going back.
Over there!
Time to work.
Interesting that she does actually create shields with one of her abilities. I can't tell which one.
Moment of victory.
I'm not gonna hit the cutscene magic, not right now.
Let's return to the Sonoro. There's likely something new to see there.
Ooh, we can get even stronger. I didn't even realize that. There's a stronger version. I'm curious to see what this looks like. Okay, it's mostly the same. It's literally cutscene, dude. That's so ridiculous. She literally hits you with cutscene magic. Dude, she's fucking swooning. She hits you with the swoon. She freaking roaring knights your ass. Oh, and that's the blade she creates in that form, actually.
He's not breathing. Thank you.
It makes sense that that's the sword she creates with her ult. With the special ult thingy, at least.
Stay safe, Angel. It will be all right.
the Oak Hollow?
Are you going to face it alone? No, I promised I'd get you out of here. No! Hey, you! Evil monster! Why don't you fight me? I'm not scared. Don't look away! I'm not someone you can ignore. No, not there! Look at me! I said, look at me! Let go! Let go!
The dark tide answers only to strength. Those without it are doomed to be forsaken. Augusta, my brave yet fragile child, your strength is far too feeble, unfit to sate the hunger of the dark tide. You long to become a hero, to reign by might. But tell me, can the throne of glory be claimed by one so weak?
The dark tide paid me no mind. Its target was always Angel. And the whispers, they were real, but not as the legends promised. What I heard were words of cruelty. None of it matters now. Those things belong to the past. I was a reckless child. A hatchling, flailing with a sword I could barely hold. True. Though back then, I didn't really have a choice. This is Septimont, a place where ideals bow to strength. As a child, I had no desire for power. But in the city of Septimont, if I wished to rise beyond my origin and silence arrogance dressed in fame and fortune, I had no other path. Now, my strength speaks in my stead, and my blade cuts down every slander, all but prejudice. I know well what those parasites in the Senate are plotting. Draped in the Temple's name, they manipulate public opinion to secure themselves a place on Capitolini Hill. But their absurd schemes betray only fear. Too afraid to face me, they skulk in the shadows, hoping empty prophecies might bring me to my knees. It's not about belief. It's about not fearing them. The dark tide still haunts Septimont. People live in terror of losing their homeland again. And so they cling to the hope of a hero of heroes. As Septimont's effort, I must stay strong and answer their call. Our ruler has no right to falter. If my resonance ability raises doubts about my right to rule, then let the true hero of heroes step forth and challenge me. And if none appear, I will decide whether this title is worthy of the weight of a ruler's glory. One of the prophecies speaks of a hero of heroes, wielding extraordinary power, rising from the dark tides. As I see it, you, Rover, fit that image well. Should it be you? I would gladly accept your challenge. A person of immense strength is either a nemesis or a kindred spirit, both of which are intriguing to me and my blade.
Me? Honestly, the thought never crossed my mind. From what I've seen, being a true ruler isn't about having immense strength. Whether that's a powerful resonance ability or sheer might. I've met people from Huanglong to Rinasida who live with real integrity. Their skills and backgrounds were all different, and none of them were perfect. But what defines them isn't strength or anything that can be measured. It's the spirit they were born with. Resilient, unyielding. That can't be stolen. Believe me, Augusta. I see that same spirit in you.
You know once said something similar to me. What happened within the Oak Hollow remains a mystery. All I know is, when I found her, her resonance ability had grown immensely. So powerful that even the Dark Tide could not withstand it. But she failed to control it. I could do nothing but watch as she transformed into something no longer human. After that, I never saw her again.
A Dark Tide occurrence 16 years ago. Its frequency must have been more stable than it is now. Maybe this is the truth the Gladiator spirit is trying to share.
It's as if the power that Angel used ended up destabilizing it for a time. Yeah, I hate that those reds are still there. Okay then.